Taurus, Spirit has us doing a love reading, and we are coming from the book of Luther Vandross. And the scripture reads, Oh, my love, a million days in your arms is never too much. Yes, y'all know who Luther is. If you grew up in the 1900s like me and you listen to R&B, Luther was a staple in the household. And that is Luther Vandross to you who do not know who I'm talking about. Yeah, never too much. That song is about unconditional love. It is about affection, giving and receiving, getting off work or not even going in because you know what? Who want to deal with that bullshit when I got this boo thing? It's like that. But it can be also about receiving that unconditional love and affection for yourself, you know? So that's what we're talking about today, and spirit has come out from everywhere with these readings. So keep in mind that this message is not for everybody. I'm Shauna. This is your high school tarot. Welcome back. Let's get into the situation. The situation, spirit. What is the situation surrounding Taurus's never too much love reading? Yeah. What is the situation surrounding Taurus's never too much love reading? All right. We have the preacher, which is the Hierophant in this deck. Oh, and we have the Hermit, which is the Hermit in this deck. And then we have the Two of Axes. This is the Two of Swords. Very interesting because we have two out of three of these cards are major arcana. Ooh, three. The Star is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. It's healing and wish fulfillment, security, and just all around fulfillment, emotionally, mentally, physical fulfillment. There's a major shift going on. Putting this to the side so we can clarify that. Let's see. But the preacher, the hermit, and the two of axes, or the two of swords. Hmm. This is like, it's not like it, it's what it is. It's an indecisive, a battle. I see these drums, and I think of Battle of the Bands, right? It is a battle to step away from the norm when it comes to your, not just your romantic life, but really your life, and to follow what resonates with you. That's what the hermit does. The hermit is led spiritually and intentionally and growing and becoming to have a fulfilling life. Let's clarify this star here. Can you clarify the star, spirit, for Taurus? Clarify the star for Taurus, please. Can we clarify the star for Taurus? Some of these cards act like they want to come out, but it's like, nah, just kidding. Ooh, okay. the the nine of roots, which is the nine of pentacles, and the devil. Taurus, are you married and considering leaving, or in a committed relationship with somebody? Maybe it's been long term, and really considering making the hard choice to step out of the relationship, not to cheat, but to actually leave it. Because the nine of pentacles is my single person's card, and that is clarifying the star here. It's I'm getting the feeling like this isn't the life that you want to continue leading. Like, you're not living your truth. And the devil came out here because it's going to be seen as very selfish. It's going to be seen as, people throw around the narcissist term, narcissistic disorder, narcissistic tendencies quite often. And that's how you're going to be seen. Is it true or not? Like, only you know. But you can only see your fulfillment and happiness by doing that, by leaving. At the bottom of the deck, we have, yeah, the eight of axes. That's the eight of swords. You're trapped. I'm hearing a world of monotony. You feel like life is monotonous right now. Hmm. I want to clarify the devil real quick. Okay. That came out fast. That's the seven of blues, the seven of cups. Spirit saying, yep, that's exactly what it is. You want to pursue other options. You want to pursue other options. And it may not, it's not, I don't feel like Spirit is saying, because I asked just now, I was like, is it only limited to like sex? Because the devil is here, and it's like, no, it's like life. Life. So it's not really surrounding, sex. If that is, then that's a completely different reading. This one is life and feeling trapped, like you have no options right now. You're not feeling, you want to be, mama is at the bottom of the deck, and that's the Empress. Somebody who is fruitful, somebody who is can just call things in. You don't feel powerful, and you want your power back. Your power, your energy, your inspiration, your life. Man. So let's get into what is the never too much part of this love reading. What's the never too much part of this love reading, Spirit? What's the good news? What's the never too much part of this love reading? We have the seven of axes. That's the seven of swords. We have harmony. That is temperance. And we have the four of blues. That's the four of cups. The bottom of the deck is soul. Soul is specific to this deck. It's a major arcana that's specific to this deck. There's a lot of like shifting going on here. Uh Movement that changes your life because there's a lot of major arcana moving around. Um and with soul, most times I see that card. I don't know if you could see the translucent version of her, the soul part. Most of the time, spirit relates that to me as somebody who is losing themselves. But in this situation, spirit is showing me like that's it. That's your soul coming back into yourself, coming back into the vessel. Excuse me. Seven of Swords or Axes, Harmony, Temperance, and the Four of Blues, the Four of Cups. You don't want to miss this opportunity to find that balance, because this is you right now. You know that, for many people, the life that you have right now is one that is will be perfect, is blessed, is awesome. But for you, you feel trapped. So it's like, you've been working in secret to get that balance, to find your true self, um, to feel fulfilled. Can we clarify the Seven of Axes? Yeah, you don't want to miss this opportunity. You don't want to have an unfulfilled life. Clarify the Seven of Axes, please. Clarifying the Seven of Axes with the Page of Axes. That's the Page of Swords. You don't want to be that person that, watches other people have fulfilled lives, and you're on the outside looking in. So you've been, reading, you know, um, researching, doing the things. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Axes. So it's like you're moving up. You're finding the courage to do and say what needs to be said and done to exit the situation, to exit your situation. So these are like gradual steps upward. We go from the page to the knight to communicate. The axes, the swords are about communication and learning. And it's like a step up in courage. Let's see. What do what does what is what do you want? What do you want Taurus to know? It's building up, basically. It's building up. What do you want Taurus to know about this whole situation, how they're feeling, you know, what do you want Taurus to know, Spirit? What do you want Taurus to know? What is it you want Taurus to know, Spirit, about the situation? How they're feeling? Mm. What came out is don't really like you. Now, Taurus, this is not Spirit saying that they don't really like you. This is Spirit saying that they understand you don't really like where you are. They see that. They don't like they see that you don't like where you are in your life. What else, please? Yeah. I don't want you to think that Spirit's like going around. I don't like you, Taurus. Nah, it ain't like that. It ain't like that. What else, Spirit? Triggered. Every time you turn around, you're triggered. Every time. Your life triggers you. Your life triggers you. Everything about your life triggers you. And you feel like you're going through the motions. What came out is they don't care about you. It's like you're just there. You're just there. You feel like the people around you, surrounding you, don't really give a damn about you. And they see and recognize that you have no plans to stick around. Hence the seven of um axes or swords. Yeah. They let me get this deck. What about from this deck? What message do you have for Taurus, Spirit? What message do you have for Taurus? What came out at the same time, Taurus, is temptation and distance. And this isn't about, a lustful situation. It's not like I said before, it's not about sex. You see a life. The life that you want is something that's exotic to you. It's something that's off in the distance. And it seems so far away. And you are longing for it. You recognize that there are so many differences in your relationship, in the situation that you're in. And a lot of times, as we grow apart when we're with people. We grow apart. What else? Acts of service came out. Is this your love language? You know, you feel love when people do things. They show you love. They don't just tell you. It's not lip service. They actually show you. And what I'm feeling like is that you haven't been shown love, or the person that you're with has a completely different love language and they don't understand maybe that um you're that's your love language. What came out is goddess and better off as friends. Goddess and ooh, there we go. Better off as friends. Okay, I'm messing it up. There we go. Okay. This is that empress energy again. That's somebody who wants to create, somebody who wants to um feel and feel love, give love, be nurtured, feel nurtured. Somebody who is is fruitful, not just with, producing children, but, somebody who whatever they touch, the ideas that they have, they produce a succulent fruit that continues to produce better off as friends. You're like in a space where the person that you're with, y'all are friends. Y'all live together. Y'all are friends who live together. Y'all are roommates. There's no sexual energy there. At the bottom of the deck is pride and ego. One or both of you may be emotionally unavailable. Hold on. They want me to get one more deck. All right. Spirit wants to give you a message from this deck. Then we'll get the advice and I'll let you go. What message do you have for Taurus? Yeah, Taurus, I hate you feel this way. My heart goes out to you. It's got to be very difficult and challenging, especially if there's, children involved. What message do you have for Taurus, Spirit? What additional messages do you have for Taurus regarding this situation? Oof. Okay. What else? Anything else? He said yes. Anything else for Taurus? All right. So the first one that came out, Taurus, is that's a them problem. How they feel is not your business. Anybody that has anything to say about the decisions that you make for your life, especially if it's not harming anyone, you know, um, meaning that it's physically not harming anyone. You cannot control how somebody else feels about you. Um, and when it comes to children, a lot of times it's better that they see you living a fulfilled life than seeing you live one unfulfilled, because that has a tendency, that unfulfilled life has a tendency to reek and leak out into your relationships, where the people that you love the most feel they don't feel the love, the fulfilled love. I hope that makes sense. About to go Bruce Leroy on them. Transformation, the power of elevation. When you own, you take control of your life and you pursue a life of fulfillment and elevation is a powerful thing. And that's what Bruce Leroy did. It didn't matter, who was against him, as long as, there was this, it was a mission. There was a purpose. And this is going to transform you, this whole situation, regardless of what you do. It's going to transform you. They also said patience. Patience. Everything happens in divine and natural timing. So, don't make any hasty moves. Definitely meditate, consult with your spirit team, the universe, God, your angels, benevolent ancestors, whoever it is that you lean into for direction. And at the bottom of the deck, raise your vibration to get and maintain more. So let's get your advice and then I'll let you go. If you're still with me, advice for Taurus, please. Like, share, subscribe, Taurus. And if you would like a personal reading to talk about this more, to get more details specific to your situation, send me an email. There are multiple options available to you. And I will email you back what those options are and we'll go from there. We have the Queen of Wands. I saw that earlier in the other deck. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. This is about victory and living a life, again, about fulfillment and accomplishment. It's like there's a feeling that you haven't done enough. There's a feeling that there's so much more that you would like to do in life, a higher purpose. And you recognize that. You recognize that. With the Queen of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. There's a lot of confidence around here. It's in the Six of Wands and the Queen of Wands. One thing, the Queen of Wands can be somebody that people see as exciting. She's, exotic and things like that. But this is one, subdue your excitement. Like, that you're about to, make moves or whatever. This is, where is the, I'm trying to figure out how to word it. What is the origin of that feeling? Is it about ego? The fact that you are, about to make a transformation, about to transform your life. Is that from ego or is that from a different place? Because ego will present to others like there's something wrong with the life that you have right now. And I'm literally talking about the people you have been living with, the people that love you the most. Make sure that you are, creating a solid foundation, financial foundation, uh, for the next level of your journey. This is really about subduing the lower vibration side of yourself. If there's a side of you that wants to be the center of attention, if there's a side of you that wants to be admired, like I said, what's the reason that you're doing this? If it's really to live a fulfilled life, then that should be the focus, and not essentially, bitch, I'm free. I can do whatever the fuck I want to. It's subduing your ego. Because there's a difference between confidence and ego. And I'm also hearing subdue your passion. And not that we're talking about those passions that can elevate us, talking about those low vibrational passions. It goes back to the same thing, you know, subdue that lower vibrational side of yourself, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to subdue that if this is going to be a journey going forward that will produce a fulfilled life, produce this star, then that is required. Is that it, Spirit? That's all. I hope this helps, Taurus. And I hope it helps for your highest good. And that you find out that the way you want to be loved, and the fact that you can love on yourself as much as you want to, be affectionate with yourself as much as you need to, and that's never too much. And until next time,